Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. The Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Rides to the back. Got him right there.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for it.
I'm about to say, they still have the concerns. Because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double-team him. But there's got to be a plan, because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Bruins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Throwing, Iamaleava. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing the strike.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or two conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
This crowd, full of throats, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles.
Give it to me with the line like that. You get a play.
Like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals.
Give me a play.
That is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up.
And he charges across the line.
Taking my chips out the bottom of the refrigerator. I seen that.
Really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive.
Third and 38.
And here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rams him with the stiff arm. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Making the adjustment on the play. Quick give. It's Marshall. Pass to 6. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wide receiver going in motion. Underwood. Finds his back in the middle. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running inside. It's Marshall. He's past the marker. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. see that maize and blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll ride him again. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Throws quickly. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Here's Underwood to throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Second and long here. The handoff. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Third and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback changing the play. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Got the back over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab ready for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. How
play 19.
Michigan. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So a drive there of 82 yards, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the back. Here's some daylight. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. A delay of game penalty makes 2nd down a little trickier. They need 9. Short game.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fires immediately. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. In the red area, it's Knight. Hard running there. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
What a throw.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
This offense on first down, man, they go backwards, and they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Snap to the back. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Underwood in the gun on third down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Oh, and it's a safety. Fucking safety. Good fucking play.
The only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, it's a good
Fucking
news, bad
safety.
news scenario for the offense. The good news
Look
is
at
they
the safety
recovered
in
the
the
fumble.
football.
The bad news is it was in their own end for a safety.
God, man.
They make the stop, and
Good
that
shit,
is
bro.
the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling
He's playing like
week,
crazy,
and week 12
man.
has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with the Navy midshipmen taking
Not
on the
even
number
a
19 team, the Memphis Tigers.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
And it's the midshipmen in the throes of what is right now a major upset. It's early, I shouldn't get ahead of myself, but this team believes and they could just pull this off. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Finds his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. They're working that left side. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. This is a designed run. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Owens. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
I'm trying to mold and
Just
stamp.
how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows,
I
hey, we're on
appreciate
our
y'all
own
letting me
side
break
of
the
the field. We're
time.
not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing, Underwood. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Wolverines get this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Back open in the middle. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Underwood. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Here's Underwood to throw. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Crosses midfield.
Catch him, fire.
Past the 30. After making the pick, he took it the other way and he's dragged down at the 19.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
What?
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think that was an example of the offensive
right there
trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs
still made the top of the pass. That is right there.
Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They need a conversion on 3rd and 3 to make the most of that great starting field position. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Man, what a great break on the ball, let him knock it down. But man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off the board. It's a big play that we might circle back to later.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
What,
Didn't
man?
make him sweat at all. It's good.
What?
And that lead grows even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped.
Man, I got a block, bro. Shouldn't be nobody coming in on block like that. Fuck, set the tone of.
Final play of the quarter coming. It's inside. It's Marshall. And he was able
These
to
niggas
work
is
his way
disengaging
through
from the
just a few,
block
and
like
that will
crazy.
do it for the third quarter. One final quarter to play, and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth.
All right, y'all. That's all I'm gonna do. Whatever we set up, we gotta score.
Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. They're all over him. Working the middle. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Wolverines will have it first and 10.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you route into the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Throwing, Underwood. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Caught, and he's got room. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Well, trailing what they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Making the adjustment. Underwood. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Throws it deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score. Here comes the UCLA offense on the field to start this drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin.
I'll wait till the 2-minute mark.
Up by 2 scores. How about that defense? defense
Get to
getting
the
back
2 minute
there.
mark.
He'll lose a couple.
You got the ball.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Now somehow make a play.
Laterals it back.
What the? Thank you, cause that's some bullshit. That's how you know that was cap. That was just some old fucking game.
Big noise in the
Ain't
big
doing,
house, but it's
man.
huge third down
He wide
play.
open, but they made a bunch of targets.
Now Iamaleava trying to burn this defensive back. He's got
cooked.
it. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like
GG's,
that
bro.
on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way